Hello, this is Pat Walker at Mission Winners, and I'm making a video on selling too soon. A couple of the VIPs brought this up, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make a video for you. So let's go through this and talk about it.
Hey guys, sorry for interrupting the video. I will let Pat get back to it right after this, promise. Just wanted to let you know this was a VIP from the previous week, and we wanted to share it with you amazing people that follow us on YouTube and Twitter. And while doing so, take the time to share some great information about our VIPs section. See, our VIPs get to ask Pat questions throughout the day and talk with them in our VIPs sections. Pat usually will make a personal video just to answer their questions. We have hundreds, if not thousands of videos in our archive full of great information from the past few years that our VIPs get access to. It's a literal treasure trove of knowledge. But let's go over a couple videos from the last week that were made for our VIPs before I let you get back to this video. Now, one of the big questions a lot of our VIPs have is, can they be successful and make money in the stock market while still having a day job? Here's a small clip from a VIP video where Pat answers that very question.
This is a question I get a lot. Owen and I get this question a lot. Hey, how do I do this when I have a job? All right? And this is a very valid question. Many of you have careers. How can you do this? I'm going to show you a methodology that works. And by the way, I don't want to be chained to the computer either. But let's do this. I'm going to flip this off and we're going to look at a couple of charts just to show you how to do this for those that have jobs besides this. Here we go. We'll just do a couple of examples for us, team.
Okay, as Will said, and that entire video was chock full of great information. Sorry the clip was so small, but you can get it in the VIP section if you're interested. Now, one of the things most investors struggle with that holds them back is managing risk. Let's look at a small clip from a VIP video, how to buy and be profitable while controlling risk.
And you'll accept this fact, and this is very important. We're not going to sell at the top. That's you know who sells at the top all the time? Liars. Okay? We're not going to get the top. So when we eliminate that goal or thought process, it completely allows us to settle down a little bit and say, okay, I can live with that. Let's just make some good money along the way. Yeah, there you go. So let's take a look at some charts and go through. And I'll say this to you. I really respect your ambition on all the things that you're asking me and what you're doing. And I really mean that. Okay, I'm speaking from my heart. I mean that. So let's go in. We're going to flip this off and we're going to go and look at something better. We're going to look at some charts. There's the spiders lifting up, but I want to get some of the charts we own. Okay, that's really what you're after. It's like, Patrick, we can talk about indexes and things. Let's get down to it. So let's go through and nuts and bolts some. TSM, entry right there. And folks, always remember this, and this is very important. We love to find clean and simple basing formations that everybody can see because it increases the odds that they will buy also. Isn't that what we want? Other people buying with us. And how is it confirmed? Most times it's confirmed in price action combined with volume.
Yes, you can say it's easy just to say this and that, but being a VIP, it's more than just getting personal feedback from Pat. All those personal touches that he goes out of his way to help the VIPs with, it is about teaching how to identify when to get in, stay in, and not get out too soon, and stick with trends as long as possible, yet getting out with a nice profit. And Pat is not someone pretending like he has had nothing but winners. He tells you how it is. Here's one last clip from another VIP video with great information. Professional position management, where Pat goes in and tells you the things that he would have liked to have been told when he was just getting started.
I love doing this. I love teaching. I love helping. And I'm always thinking like, and maybe you think this is corny, but I'm just speaking from my heart. What did I need to hear that would have helped me? So we're going to get in and we're going to look at some charts. You know, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Let's go through and look at some, because today is kind of a wild day, right? Let's go through, and instead of looking at stuff always in the past, we're going to look at it as now. Note today. And on all these charts, what I would like you to do is look at the open. See that little hash mark right there to the left? That's the open. Little hash mark to the right is where it's currently at. Can't call it the close because we haven't closed yet. And that's the high and the low for the day. Stock opened at the highs and faded from there. That's a slight red flag.
Okay guys, you made it to the end of my little interruption. That was the last clip. Thanks for listening through all of that. If you're enjoying Mission Winner videos, please do remember to like and subscribe. It really does help us out. And if you're interested in learning more about being a VIP, the link is in the description below. You even could sign up for free for our basic membership and get website exclusive content. All right, I've took up enough time, so let's let Pat get back to the video.
First off, I can understand why. I know what it's like. Is you think, gosh, I've got a profit and, oh man, I don't want it to disappear. I got to sell it. And I can completely understand it. But here's, from a pragmatic perspective, let's talk through it. I understand you want to protect profits. I'm with you too. But I also know that we want to limit losses. How can we avoid losses? Pragmatically, we can't. We're going to have losses. So what do we need to do? We've got to make sure that our profits are bigger than our losses. And again, I'm just being brutally blunt. We're going to have losses. Anybody who says they don't have any losses is either a liar or doesn't invest. That happens. So we know we're going to have losses. We accept that. So what can we do to offset those losses? Well, we're investing, so we have losses. We've understood that foundation. There's one thing we can do that will help offset those losses. And what is it? Have big profits. You can say, well, geez, that's easy. No, that's hard. Anybody who says it's easy is a liar. So what do we have to do? And we have to make ourselves do this. We have to let some shares work as long as we can. If we sell too soon, we have sabotaged ourselves and our plans and our goals. So we have to mentally make ourselves not sell too soon. You can say, Pat, I can't do that. That's too hard. I respect that. You're being honest. I like that. You got to be honest. We got to look at ourselves in the mirror. The biggest enemy we're going to find in the business isn't some person on the internet, and it's not your trading partners, and it's not somebody on the internet. It's the person we meet in the mirror every morning. That's a fact. I'm not kidding. You know what I'm talking about. You all know what I'm talking about. Same thing's true for me. I got to fix that guy I meet in the mirror every morning. So what do? We make our minds up. We know for a fact that we have to hang on as long as humanly possible to offset losses. But there's still a compulsion there. So here's the compromise that will help. And I've been there. I know what it's like. It's not like, hey, you never experienced this. Oh, no, gosh, no, I've experienced it. It used to drive me nuts until I finally got so mad that it's like, I got to fix this or I'm never going to get anywhere. I'll tell you this. I hate selling something and then it keeps going up and I can't find a way to get back in it. How do we alleviate it? And you know what I'm going to say, but I have to say it. Sell some of it into strength. Sell some of the stock into strength. Maybe 25%, maybe 30%, maybe 20%. Sell some on the way up. And think about what that does. It automatically relieves that psychological pressure we have of, I got to take the profit. By taking some, we can rest knowing that we made money. And, you ready? We know because we lock some in, if it starts to fall, we can sell the rest for break even, and we still made money on the stock. Think about that. That's huge. It really helps us stay in control. So let's look at a few of these, okay? There's TSM. These are all recent, by the way, and the reason I'm doing that is because I'd rather bring up stuff that you're probably acquainted with than something from 6 months ago. TSM, buy, look at the volume pickup, and it starts to go up. It's like, okay, it's up here. I think I'm going to sell some. Sell 25%. Sell it. And let the rest grind. If it gets another weird place like here, sell another 25%. Okay? And then say to yourself, as long as this stock stays above the 80 MA, I will not sell any more. Right here, it loses the 80 MA. What do? Sell another 25%. It comes down here. It stays right above the 21 EMA. On this bar, it's right at the 21 EMA, but it didn't close below it. Dang close, but it didn't close below it. You make yourself stay with some. And then it starts to lift again. If it had lost the 21, you'd sell the rest. Take it off in 20 or 25% increments. There's an example. Neo, this is just great, but we won't get into that one because it's unusual, okay? Let's do Roku. You buy here, and it goes up. As long as it's going up, stay with it. You say, oh, look at this bar. This is a bad bar. Oh, look at this bar, Pat. This is a bad bar. It fell on less volume. Make yourself stay with some. Then finally, you get this gap up and reversal down. Wasn't on heavy volume, and you can say, that's pretty dang extended. I think I'll sell some. Sell 20%. Just 20%. If it loses the 8-day, sell another 20%. And it did. So you've still got 60% less. Comes down here, you could sell, if you want, another 10 or 20%. And you say to yourself, I've locked in profits, I've sold 60%, and if it starts to fall and lose the lows of these two bars, I will sell the rest. But if it does not, I will stay with it. I will not sell it. And again, you've guaranteed yourself a profit. You can breathe. This stock you could have sold a couple of times up here. This stock could start to fall and come all the way to your price. You could sell the rest and still make a profit on the total trade. That's huge. Do you know how big that is? That's massive. Now you are in control. You're in control. Let's do this one because this one's really unusual, okay? FUTU, gaps up through these spots and we buy it. And it lifts. And you could say, I'm going to stay with it. I'll just ride with it until it gets weird. And if you look, this thing's just trending. Where's the first really scary bar? You can say, that's a scary bar. It's really not. Look at the low volume. It's above the 8. Where's the first kind of wicked bar? That bar. It gaps up, it runs up and reverses down on heavy volume. Sell a fourth. Sell a fourth. Sell half. Sell half of it. And then say to yourself, as long as that son of a gun stays above the 8-day, I'm not selling the rest. That's it. And it does. And you're still in it. You made yourself stay with it so that you can manage and ride that trend. Anyway, that works like a champ. Just make yourself do it. You're in control. Nobody else is. Run it that way. And again, by selling something in a strength, it can fall all the way to your price, and you still made money. It takes the pressure off.
Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. Maybe hit that subscribe button. We come up with new content nearly every day. Also, check out the videos on the right. YouTube recommends the one on the top, and the bottom one is something we thought you might enjoy. See you next time.